Hey. So, given all the developments around the coronavirus, particularly people being called to work from home, unless, of course, you're an essential worker, I thought I'd jump on here to talk a little bit about some of the strategies that I use to stay positive, right? To keep an able and stable mind during times like these and in general, as well as share some of the work from home strategies that I use to stay productive. I think in times like these, you not only have the burden of having to work from home, which is tough with the computer there with family in the other room, but also the added stress of not being able to leave home, which can cause a little bit of people to go stir crazy. So again, I'm going to be sharing some strategies on not only staying positive, but staying productive. And I hope you find these tips, this advice useful. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is the importance of a morning routine. Now, some of you, I'm sure, already have one. Others, I'm sure, have heard the phrase before. Now, the morning routine is important because its goal is to move you from one state to another. So in this case, it'll move you from the morning slump when you don't want to do anything to one of when you're ready to take on the day and tackle the world. And a morning routine is something that you can rely on each and every single day to make that transition happen. Now again, when it comes to my routine, a couple things I do. The first is I make my bed. For me, that signals that the day has begun. I can't turn back, right? I'm not going to reopen the covers and the sheets and start that process all over again. So now my day is set. The second thing I do is I work out for 15 minutes. Not that long. I'm not trying to kill myself in the morning, but just to get my blood pumping, just to get me going. Another thing I do in my morning routine is read. I read for about 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes. Now this is important because these are things that generally I would feel guilty about if I don't do, and they also give me a very strong sense of accomplishment. See, again, it's when you stack those little small pieces of accomplishment that you arrive at that feeling of, okay, now I'm ready to take on the day, I'm ready to take on the world. So when you think about your morning routine, you want to think about what are those 2, 3, 4, or 5 things that you can just check off in the morning to help facilitate that transition. And as a matter of fact, there's data behind it, right? Because when you feel accomplished, when you feel excited for the day, your posture changes. There was some research by Harvard that found when you do these things called power positions, which will come about naturally when you accomplish these goals, right? Your back's up straight, your chest out. It'll increase your testosterone by 20% and decrease your cortisol, which is the stress hormone, by 25%, right? So you'll be in a better state physically, mentally, and all around. As a matter of fact, it'll change your biochemistry. So that's some real life changes just from checking off a couple things in your morning routine.